Good morning, friends. I
And
believe by
to
now
from
that
lower time frame confirmation.
he said
I'm thinking maybe I should just wait for lower time frame confirmation.
for your sale, right?
Morning, sir.
Hey,
Yes,
Emperor,
for the
morning.
sell.
Okay, then let's sit because I want us to really have a discussion on it. That's why I even have to come up with it first. I want us to see a yearly candle as even the first thing. Last year was a very strong bullish candle, and based on this candle, it engulfed about 3 years. You understand that now? It engulfed about 3 years, and even though we are going to have that sell, I felt like at least for the first quarter of the year, we likely have a bullish movement. And looking at this particular chart here, we let's come to monthly time frame. Last month, which happens to be December, also gave us that bullish vibe as well. And the only thing I was now seeing, so I think today is what, 19 or what? Yeah, today is 20th. Looking at this month also now, there's high tendency that we'll end up having a bullish candle at the end of this month. Only if you have a fundamental, because that means for about 20 days now, the market has really been pushing up. So looking at it, that's why I said we need to now see where Godfellow wants to sell from. And we are having a kind of a bullish candle already as of today. Why December was a very strong bullish candle. I mean, December was one that really closed that big bullish movement for that yearly candle from last year. And also looking at the weekly chart as well. Okay. The only thing that I have to be questioned is that weekly chart, because last week was a bearish candle, and this week is now pushing to the upside. Today is just Tuesday now, so that means we can still have a very strong bearish candle at the end of the week, based that today is still Tuesday. Now, there's something I want us to understand about the weekly charts, which is very, very important. You know, the major direction of this guy, looking at this weekly movement, is a kind of bearish movement, which the market has been doing that for years now. This is my expectation on Euro USD, because as at today, we still have this, what is name? We still have this particular major swing low and a major swing high here, which is the major zones we are having for Euro USD. So if you are to measure with our fibs, this is the range we have. The only thing is this is the last level of retracement for my buyers to change on that bigger picture, on that monthly time frame, on that weekly time frame. So if you are looking at our daily charts, the daily movement is bullish, and that is the correction movement we are having here that is going up. So the only reason why I consider this particular correction here is because of this extreme order block here with this supply level that's possibly
The
the market may
extreme.
likely come back to come and mitigate. And currently now, I'm also looking at markets giving us more of liquidity at this particular level here. So if that's the liquidity we are having, that liquidity definitely makes this particular extreme level here a very strong valid level, a very strong valid level. So that is a picture I'm looking at on the weekly time frame. Now on the daily time frame, based on our daily market movements, what I have here is that initial markout we did on Sunday night, which is this low and this particular high here. So we have a picture already on the monthly and on the weekly, but on the daily, that happens to be the immediate market movement for us. This is the range we are having here, because it's always good when you understand we can't be trading on the weekly time frame. We are not position traders. Is either you're a swing trader or a day trader. So we need to take advantage of the recent swing high, the recent swing low of our movements. So looking at it, we had this low and this high. So when Goodfella said he was buying, I already know why he was buying because of all this movement here, is the internal structure. So I'm currently seeing this movement here as a very complete correction movement for Euro USD.
Yes, sir.
And we are having this extreme, no, this extreme level here should be the last level of retracement for Euro USD, because once the market break out from this particular high to the upside, that means the whole movement on the weekly, monthly has changed character to the upside. So, and
Boss,
yes.
continue, sir. Sorry.
Oh,
Continue.
okay. So if you have market pushing up to this level here to mitigate this level, definitely I will still wait for at least reason for market to say they want to continue in a downtrend. So the question now is, instead of us waiting for that movement, I was now looking at how we can take advantage of this internal structure. Definitely, we are having a very good movement here, a very good correction based on what market is presenting to us. And now I'm not looking at how to join that impulse. These are about almost 600 pips. Let's even assume you are target this immediate high here. These are about 389 pips to the upside. So out of these 389 pips, how can we be able to join? Look at the fast movement market created yesterday and today as well. So the only area I was saying that falls to this discount price here, this discount price here, was this 4 hours OB here. Let me step down to 4 hours, because I was trying to bring all kind of informations together to make a decision on Euro USD. So I'm looking
One
at this particular liquidity areas there, and this is a valid 4 hours order block to join the movement.
yes,
A very valid one. So the question now is, we have this impulse movement to the hot side. If you are trying to sell, maybe you want to sell from all these internal structures OB, which the volume of the market approaching this place on 4 hours is too high for me to say, I want to start looking for a sell within this particular range. Only if you have that lower time frame entry as your confirmation to join the sell. And truly, if you're also looking at us taking a kind of a buy from here, definitely we are still expecting this market to push to the downside. So looking at the higher time frame and bringing it to as low as 4 hours, this is a picture I have. And because I tried to build a kind of case study, looking at the reason why I should take that decision. So one of the reasons why this level is valid for me is because I have liquidity graph levels here, which is one major pattern that Euro USD always follow and respect. Let them mitigate this
respect.
level. Then respect. If the market is coming back to this level, I will even be target this immediate high. That's about 280 pips, because I will be looking for a lower time frame entry to join the markets to this level here. Guys, please, you understand this top-down analysis on this Euro
Yes, sir.
USD, guy.
I love
Okay,
the
so
top-down analysis on
let me
EU.
let me ask if you have on that picture, caller, you wanted to sell. Let us know why you want to sell, and
I'm
let us
already
know the
selling.
level.
Okay.
Oh,
First
okay.
of all, I
Yeah.
love your analysis. It's aligned with mine. So it made when you're explaining it, I was just happy about it. I have the same I have the same view with you. When you look at this 4 hour structure, I marked this same place that the market is reacting from. I marked it since last week that I wanted to sell from there.
Okay.
Reason being that I usually don't use, where's my notation pen? On 4 hours, I usually don't use inducement because I believe price is supposed to, like, I usually don't use in the inducement concept. But the moment I had this price, this liquidity that took out this previous low, I was expecting price to come and take out this high. That was why I was expecting price to take out this high. That was why on lower time frame on 15 minutes, price took out a low around here, which gave me a buy confirmation, a counter buy confirmation yesterday. That's why I joined the buy yesterday. I got in the buy around here. So I got in the buy around here after price took out an internal liquidity. So my take target profit was the FVG below this other block the price is currently reacting to. So selling from here is actually risky, is aggressive. So I would advise a lower time frame confirmation, like maybe 5 minutes or 15 minutes confirmation to sell from here. So if we get a proper sell on lower time frame from here, from where price is currently reacting from, I will be looking from a total take profit around your liquidity zone. Yes, sir, Mr. Banks.
Oh, oh,
Around here.
okay, okay.
That's what I'll be looking for a total take profit from.
Oh,
So while I also want to take a long buy from this same other block that you marked out
yeah.
into my daily time frame.
Okay. Thank
So
you,
that's all
thank
I have
you,
on
thank
EU.
you, thank you. I think I love that because it's always good when we can view the market from that bigger picture. And one of the reasons why I consider hate is because of this major movement here. It's obvious that this whole movement looks like a kind of correction based on this swing high, which is this particular level, this swing low and swing high. So if we really want to have that good move to the upside, then let them grab the liquidity and respect that are 4 hours levels for us to be able to join the market. Something I noticed, right,
Yeah.
based on your charts now, and I know I also call your attention to it on the Sunday night. This particular movement, this range you had here, if you notice, is already giving a vibe of a kind of head and shoulder, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, that head and shoulder pattern was the first thing I also cited when I was looking at this line. I was even looking at I was looking at this particular hobby here, this tiny hobby here. I believe everybody can see my screen, right?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
we
Yes.
can.
Now, the only condition, because history, this market is all about history repeating itself. The only condition for me to take advantage of this first OB we are having here is if this market push to the upside, taking out this particular high, and I have that correction movement back to this level. That is the only condition when I will jump in. This is from my own experience now. You understand that
Come
now?
again, sir, please.
Okay, based on this head and shoulder pattern we have here, never forget
Yes,
that
sir.
we have this liquidity resting at this extreme level here,
At
and
yes, below.
we have this OB here. So I'm not saying with this pattern, which is my head and shoulder pattern, playing out in this particular level, the only condition for me to take a buy from this particular other block, this other block is valid. Looking at the internal structure, it gave us change of character to the upside here, and there's a good volume imbalance within this particular range. So the only condition for me to take a buy from this first one, neglecting this extreme one, is if this market push to the upside and take out this particular high. So that means I'm expecting market to take out
Oh,
this
okay.
high. So if
This
I
eye
have, yes, so if I have this high taken to the upside, I will now consider this particular level here for me to also
zone.
add exactly for me to now say, okay, the head and shoulder pattern that we had here, I want to take it because I always like to bring different kind of conditions together to have that reason for me to take my trade. Not forget that we still have this liquidity level here. So that means if I'm even taking my head and shoulder pattern here, because the market has given me a BOS to the upside, I would still like to see maybe 1 minute, 5 minutes, 15-minute market reaction within this particular range. Not because of anything, just because of this level I have it. So that if the market just want to do Sakama J here, then I will come back to this extreme level here and take my major movement. So
Okay.
billion, we are looking at the same thing, just that the view we are having or different price actions based on experience is what that is differ.
I feel like it's because of the time frame that he's using.
Is using.
That's why he's having that bias.
Mm.
Yes, his bias is also valid, but The bye-bye is also valid. I just feel like because of the time frame is using.
So we are moving on to ADC, Chef. I know we had this discussion on that was on Sunday night, and I mark out this particular high, which I said the internal structure is bullish. This is 4 hours time frame. The internal structure is bullish. Never forget that the major trend here is a downtrend. We have impulse movements, and this internal structure here is still pulling to the upside. And if you check here, we have this particular range here on the daily. My swing high, which is here, and my swing low down here. So looking at that range, now look at the market is still within a very good discount price, which can still push the market to a good price, which we marked out here. So currently now, and I look at my 4 hours time frame, the 4 hours time frame still in that particular corrections to the upside. And before we resume here, I was just looking at it and I noticed that the market mitigates this particular level already based on 4 hours time frame. If you have here, we have about 12 pips stop loss. But I'm currently looking at the lower time frame market reaction within this particular range here, which as at the time we're starting this class, I have not really gotten any condition yet for us to say we are joining the buy. No condition yet have been met based on my internal structure shift. So what I was expecting is at least let's have good shift somewhere here to give us that lower time frame entry. So if you're having this shift, what me I would have been doing, I would have been trading the last level of retracement, which is this particular level here, the last level of retracement. And if you are even using, let's even assuming you are using 10 pip stop loss, and you are even targeting this immediate high here, that's about 1 to 5. So what I'm waiting for on the ADC shift is for us to have this shift to the upside, at least the internal structure shift. Yes, somebody would have said I would love to use this level. I'm not really comfortable with it because even though on 1 hour, 4 hours, I've not really seen a bullish candle that tells me that, okay, this guy is ready to go up. That's why I need to come and use this particular height here for my change of character. And if you notice what happened here, this guy is currently reacting from this OB here. I believe everybody can see my charts, right? This guy is reacting from this particular OB here on 1 minute. And it's even the reason why I'm making use of this particular high as my level of change of character. So what I'm looking at now is, let me have this shift to the upside. Then any valid OB the market is giving me will be what I'll be trading. Let me quickly show you guys something here. Let me go to 4 hours. I want to, okay. Let me quickly show you guys something here. Now, if you are looking at this range here, this range is a daily range, which is this particular fifth level we marked here. It was a daily range. I think we did that on that was Sunday night. So the idea now is this level also fall to that, at least it's below 50% that we are having this reaction from. That's part of my confirmation. And that was the OB here on 4 hours that took out this particular high. That was guy that engineered this break of structure to the upside. If you notice, since we had that break of structure, the market has been, struggling to even push to the upside. So taking this buy here, I'm expecting that shift, which I have not gotten yet. And I'm currently looking at this 1 minute level for us to have that confirmation. Now, what I'm seeing now here is market building more liquidity within this particular range here. Within this particular range here, which is a very good one for me. But the good part is this guy should give us this shift here to the upside. Once I get this shift, then I want to join the market for that correction to that daily and that 4 hours OB at the top where I'm expecting the sell to continue. But if you don't have this particular shift here, I can't do anything yet on ADC chef. So guys, that's my view on ADC chef. Let's go to the GJ then. Let's go to the GJ. Then GJ have to start from the weekly. Yes. from the weekly time frame. We had this on that was on Sunday, that we already had a pattern that Gigi has been giving us for a couple of years now. And this pattern has been repeating itself, which we're also expecting markets to follow that same pattern this year. So looking at it now, the Gigi has gotten to a very good premium price this year now. I think it was very close based on what we had from last year. Last year was a full rally movement for us on Gigi to the upside. And based on what we are now having now, is reacting from a monthly supply level, which we got a bearish candle last week. And what I noticed from all JPY pairs, they have this almost, if you check Euro JPY, it's giving us the same movements. CAD JPY, almost the same movements too. So if you check what we have in a couple of weeks now, I think last 2 weeks was a strong bearish candle. It was last week, then I put to the upside. And on the daily time frame, we're expecting a shift to the downside here during market inside on Sunday. And that was the condition. I said, if the 4 hours time frame, if the 4 hours time frame gave us this particular shift, by now, I would have been looking for a sell within this particular level. But it looks as if the market even respects this OB, telling us that the 4 hours daily uptrend, which is that internal structure, is still strongly bullish. That is why I can't jump into to sell JPY yet, because I was expecting this 4 hours shift to the downside. Fine, we had good corrections, but despite that we have a good correction, the market is yet to give me a confirmation that truly they are ready to start selling. Never forget that if you are trying to mark out your head and shoulder pattern, your head and shoulder pattern should give you a shift of the market movement before joining that movement. So that means it was for something like this. He has not given us that shift until we have something like this. So the same thing is what we are having here now. So I'm expecting this change of character here. Based on market structure, market still respect this particular 4 hours OB. And if this guy is still pushed to the upside, that means the internal structure that is still bullish is what the market is still following up with. But in case this guy push to the downside and take out this particular low, then I'll start looking for a sell. So that's what I have on GJ, Mr. K. And for those of us also looking at GJ.
Hello, sorry, I didn't know I was mute. As at last week, I was so sure I was going to sell GJ this week, but Asian section on Monday gave a different story, so the buy continues. So I'm currently looking for buy continuations. I will be looking for buy continuations. I want this eye to be taken out.
Okay.
Then I'll start looking for buy continuations.
Buy continuations.
Because
Okay.
price didn't take the low. So I'm expecting one of it to be taken out.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Because this thing it can come like this and come and dump again like this.
Yeah.
Please, can we go to 1 hour time, please?
Okay, we're here on 1 hour time frame. Yeah, this is 1 hour time frame.
All right.
1 hour time frame, you have a sell order flow.
So based on how I trade, let me use my pen, please.
Yes, go ahead.
So based on how I trade, this is my bias. So based on how I trade, if I redefine back to on 1 hour now, I'm already having a change of character on 1 hour. If I go back, please let me go back 15-minute time frame. Let me clean this. Why I'm looking at
Billion idea.
yes,
Okay.
yes. Why I'm looking at this buy is because of the reaction that happened from 4 hours time frame, from an OB on 4 hours time frame. Because if you check on 4 hours time frame, where the
There's
market,
a
where the
reaction from
market,
that 4 hours will be.
yes, where the market is reacting from is reacting from a good OB on 4 hours. So why
Yeah.
I'm looking at this area is because though I still want to see a good, maybe another movement up to this area. And even if I see that reaction to this area here, not tapping into this, I will wait for a good correction, looking at this liquidity here, to use this OB to take the buy. And why I'm looking at is because of the reaction that is happening on higher time frame.
Right. Let's go to New Zealand card. I know we also had this on Sunday, and I call our attention to this particular level. On Sunday night, you know, I think we had a strong bearish movement, which we said we were expecting the downs movement continuation for the week, for the year. Looking at this particular yearly chart, yes, last year was a very strong bearish candle, and we now break it down to that lower time frame. Okay, we can't start selling now. Allow the markets to push back to good premium price where you can join a sell. And on the weekly time frame, we had this particular range we were looking at on that particular Sunday. This range here, this range here. And if you see what we have this level here already above 50%. And we had here, I think it was on 4 hours time frame that we marked out this particular hobby. And I call our attention, I said, I won't like to do anything in this particular hobby just because I'll be expecting the markets to build more liquidity for this level that is already above 50% of that particular range. And on 4 hours, we had a clearer hobby on 4 hours, which is here and this particular one. And you can see what has happened today now. The market has taken out that particular level, giving us more confidence to come and take any of this particular hobby. Now, since we have this shift already, I think this was the one we marked out on Sunday, this high to this particular high, taken out already, I will still be expecting markets to even push down a little bit so that we can be able to connect these dots with any level that reaction comes from. Now, what I want you to do for New Zealand card, both the weekly, the yearly, the monthly direction is a bearish movement. And we're not expecting how we can join the sell market, but we can't be selling from where the market is now. Expecting the markets to push to a particular, a particular premium price. And part of the premium price is this first OB we have here. We already have liquidity areas to be grabbed. We have this hobby and we have this extreme one. So part of what I'll be doing now is once market push back to this particular level, which I also update my charts on our group, let's see reactions here. I'm not going too far, just this immediate level here, which is around 280 pips. So that's the immediate low where the whole movement or the correction started from. So what I'm looking at on New Zealand card, I'm still strongly bearish based on the direction or based on the candle we had from last year. So I'm expecting that bearish movement to continue for the year. So which the market is just pushing to our premium price, coming back to the areas at which we want to join the sell. So for the sake of today, these are the pairs I'm looking at. These are the pairs I'm looking at. I only have one coin here, which is Dodge, and I know I call your attention to it. Dodge pushed to a very good price, gave me a change of character to the upside, and I said it on Sunday night. Don't even wait. And it's Sunday night, the market was somewhere here. So don't wait for the market getting to this level here. Just buy and keep. We're expecting another good impulse movement to the upside on Dodge. So please, I encourage us. It's not just BTC you buy, try to diversify so that in case anything happens to BTC, you have other coin that can give you the profits. And Dodge is another good coin. You know, don't forget that this guy is being backed up by Elon Musk. Yeah, it's one of his assets. So please, for those of us who are looking at investing in coin, this is a very good one. And it's giving us a very good market movement. I swear, sweet buy.
Yeah, so I have this level being swept already. So currently, I'm just waiting on 1 hour candle. That is on 15 minutes. So let me just go straight forward. Let me just go straight for on 15 minutes now. We are having a level looking at. So already I have a ship to the upside on 15 minutes. But I still have this level to contend with. This level here to contend with.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but basically on 30 minutes, I have a level because probably we have a sweep here already. Tapping into, we have this 1 hour sweep here already. This 1 hour couldn't break to the downside. Yeah, we have a pin bar which swept this level, tapping into this 4 hours. Tapping into these 4 hours we have over here. These 4 hours we have over here. We have one demand zone here. We have another level here. This level, I was looking at this level as a sweep. So he actually came to sweep this level. So on 30 minutes, that is where I'm basically looking for entry. So basically, I'm looking at this level. Maybe by the next 1 hour or two, when we are fully into New Year session, I'm still expecting price to pull down to this level. I'm now using this level as my entry level for price to come and tap into.
Yes, sir.
Already,
Sir, please, can you click on 15 minutes?
yeah, we are on 15 minutes already. This 15-minute chart.
Okay. So this is price after price tapped into the 4 hours order block, right?
Exactly.
Okay,
Exactly.
so you're waiting for a pullback into that zone, then you buy
I'm
from it.
waiting for a pullback into this zone. Probably if I still have a push that will break this high,
You will
that
prefer
the
that.
price will have to, yeah, I would probably prefer that.
Prefer
Once I
that.
have that, that
Okay.
is a very good confirmation for me to show that, yeah,
Okay.
market is about to, move to the
Okay.
upside. So that is what I'm looking out on